Aoi, a young woman in her 20s, manages her family's local stir-fry noodle restaurant in the historic district of Bangkok. One day, she gets an unexpected invitation to leave the family business and join Hunger, Thailand's top-tier chef's table team. This elite group is led by the brilliant yet notoriously difficult Chef Paul. Welcome to Rapid Movie Recaps, the channel you never knew you needed. Don't forget to hit that shiny subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up, and turn on notifications. You know, because you can't miss our life-changing content. By the way, click on the magical CC button to enable subtitles, because sometimes our witty banter just isn't enough. You need to read it too. Oh, and one more thing. Show some love to our fabulous merch collection down below. Get yourself some swag and help keep this channel alive. Trust us, you'll be the envy of all your friends. Chef Paul heads an ultra-exclusive dining team called Hunger, serving only the most affluent clientele. He provides a one-of-a-kind experience for those with insatiable appetites. On one occasion, he encourages a host to use their hands when eating lobster, amused as they devour it with ravenous enthusiasm. Aoi is a gifted cook working at her family's restaurant in Bangkok. Tone, a junior sous chef, recognizes her potential and invites her to audition for Hunger, believing she's too talented to be limited to making stir-fry. Intrigued by Chef Paul and his innovative approach, Aoi decides to pursue the opportunity. Tone escorts her to Chef Paul's cutting-edge kitchen for the tryout. Chef Paul sets up a competition between Aoi and another chef, a culinary school graduate. Both are tasked with creating their unique versions of fried rice. Instead of tasting the dishes, Chef Paul judges them based on aroma alone. Impressed by Aoi's creation, he dismisses the other chef. When asked why she wants to work for him, Aoi responds that she seeks to feel special. Tone then briefs Aoi about the sous chefs on the team. Aoi is hired to replace a recently fired fry cook. Chef Paul announces that they will prepare an extravagant meal with a flesh and blood theme for high-end politicians the following day. Aoi's first assignment is to slice and fry Wagyu beef into tender, melt-in-your-mouth pieces. Struggling to perfect the technique, Aoi faces Chef Paul's harsh criticism and numerous scoldings. Challenged to leave if she can't handle the pressure, Aoi remains determined to succeed. Determined, Aoi spends the entire day in the kitchen mastering the technique, and by the next day, she presents a flawlessly cooked slice of meat. At her first event, Aoi catches the eye of Mr. Toast, a prominent restaurateur who unsuccessfully tries to sponsor Chef Paul. Impressed by Aoi's culinary skills, Mr. Toast gives her his business card. The guests are seen eagerly devouring the dishes and even licking their plates clean. After the event, Aoi is demoted to kitchen helper. Her tasks include mopping the floor, washing dishes, and taking out the trash. Challenged to prove her worth, Aoi accidentally cuts her finger while chopping. Chef Paul reminds her that her skills seem limited to frying. Aoi visits Tone at his home, where he helps her prepare a meal using ingredients that might have been taken from Chef Paul's kitchen. Tone applies ointment to Aoi's burned arms, and they enjoy their time together, eventually sharing a kiss. The following day, Chef Paul accuses a team member of theft. Chef Tay admits to the theft, arguing that after working there for so many years, he deserves to enjoy some good food occasionally. Displeased, Chef Paul fires him and announces that Aoi will be the top sous chef for the next day's menu. Meanwhile, Dang will fill in for both Aoi and the recently fired chef. The meal is nearly ruined when Chef Paul discovers that the soup broth contains shrimp, to which his client's daughter is allergic. He quickly makes a new broth and then investigates the error. Confronting Dang, he accuses him of jealousy and sabotage, taunting him by saying he'll never become a chef. In a fit of anger, Dang stabs Chef Paul with a knife and flees the scene. While Chef Paul recovers in the hospital, Aoi prepares her granny's special noodle dish for him, a treasured family recipe passed down through generations. Curious, she asks him what inspired his culinary ambitions. He recounts his childhood, explaining that his mother worked as a maid and he observed the lavish lifestyle of the wealthy. Determined to succeed, he vowed to become a chef so sought after that the elite would beg for his services. After recovering, Chef Paul takes his team to a remote jungle where endangered birds are being hunted for their next exclusive meal. Aoi, unwilling to partake in illegal activities, confronts Paul, who dismisses her concerns. Deciding to quit, she visits Mr. Toast, who is launching his own restaurant and wants Aoi as its face. She refines her skills with a new team, gradually building her reputation. She invites Tone to join her, but he declines, uncomfortable with working under her authority. Mr. Toss informs Aoi that she's been doing great, but her biggest challenge lies ahead, a prominent socialite's birthday party. As their first event since the restaurant's opening, this is Aoi's chance to make her official debut. Later, Aoi speaks to her younger brother on the phone, who pleads with her to return home because they miss her and fear their family restaurant won't survive without her help. Chef Paul pays Aoi a visit, telling her there was so much more he wanted to teach her. He reveals that he's also been invited to cook at the socialites' party. At the event, Aoi sets up her station across from Chef Paul's. When the guest of honor asks for Chef Paul, Aoi directs her to his station. Aoi requests Mr. Toss's help for Tone, whose own restaurant isn't faring well. Tone makes an appearance at the party to support Aoi. Her team kicks off the event, impressing the crowd with their culinary skills. Chef Paul follows with a lavish presentation, drawing the crowd to his side of the hall. He dramatically lowers a cow carcass from the ceiling and sets it ablaze. Aoi prepares her grandmother's signature noodle dish. Though everyone finds it delicious, Chef Paul steals the spotlight with a simple packet soup. He taunts Aoi, saying she'll never surpass him because he's already an established name. Suddenly, police officers arrive to question Chef Paul. A video message of him cooking an endangered hornbill for a client circulates among the guests. He insists he'll be back, as the wealthy will always crave his exotic dishes. Unbeknownst to Aoi, Mr. Toast had enlisted Tone to leak the video, giving her the advantage. Mr. Toast assures Aoi that with Chef Paul out of the picture, it's her time to shine. She'll need to make some adjustments, including her appearance, but he has it all under control. He inadvertently reveals that Aoi wasn't initially invited to the event and that he pulled some strings. Aoi returns to her family, overwhelmed with emotion. Her father embraces her, and her siblings join in, forgiving her for her long absence. She promises to cook at the family restaurant and create a menu all her own. Oh, you absolutely must support the creators and artists by clicking that link down in the description and watching the full movie. And hey, while you're at it, why not give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more rapid movie recaps? After all, we know you just can't get enough of our lightning-fast rundowns. Wink, wink.